where friendships abound. Respect the game, respect the foe. In VRBL spirit, watch us grow. VRBL, the fire burns bright, with pride and passion day and night. In a rivalry, a thrilling fight, for glory, honor, shining light. VRBL, the name rings true. Brotherhood of basketball, me and you. At every corner, every street, a brotherhood of hoops can't be beat. VRBL's rising, hear the call. Subdivision schools, stand up tall. VRBL, the fire burns bright, with pride and passion day and night. In a rivalry, a thrilling fight, for glory, honor, shining light. My hand strong, a unified force, each dribble pass, a winning course, commitment shown in every game. VRBL's legend etched in fame. VRBL, the fire burns bright, with pride and passion day and night. In a rivalry, a thrilling fight, for glory, honor, shining light. A family we found on this court where friendships abound. Respect the game, respect the foe. In VRBL spirit, watch us grow. VRBL, the fire burns bright, with pride and passion day and night. In a rivalry, a thrilling fight, for glory, honor, shining light. VRBL, the name rings true. Brotherhood of basketball, me and you. At every corner, every street, a brotherhood of hoops can't be beat. VRBL's rising, hear the call. Subdivision schools, stand up tall. VRBL, the fire burns bright, with pride and passion day and night. In a rivalry, a thrilling fight, for glory, honor, shining light. My hand strong, a unified force, each dribble pass, a winning course, commitment shown in every game. VRBL's legend etched in fame. VRBL, the fire burns bright, with pride and passion day and night. In a rivalry, a thrilling fight, for glory, honor, shining light. A family we found on this court where friendships abound. Respect the game, respect the foe. In VRBL spirit, watch us grow. VRBL, the fire burns bright, with pride and passion day and night. In a rivalry, a thrilling fight, for glory, honor, shining light. VRBL, the name rings true. Brotherhood of basketball, me and you.
Ayon. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. And this is the first episode of VRBL Draft Combine Season 2 Podcast. Yo. Alam mo naman, napakadaming kasama dito sa bahay, no? Yan. So sa mga nanonood dyan at nangangamusta, medyo okay na tayo. As you can see, yan, medyo tuyo-tuyo na ang ating sugat kahit papaano. So maraming salamat sa mga nag-comment at nag-PM sa atin at sa awa ng Diyos mukhang matagal pa ang ating buhay. Yun. So, pasensya na this week, no? Dapat, alam naman natin, Wednesday dapat tong ating podcast, no? At 8 p.m. Medyo bumalik lang tayo sa hospital last Wednesday. And nagpa-CT scan and blood chem tayo, kaya hindi tayo nakapag-podcast. But nevertheless, we are here before the start of the first game of the Season 2 of VRBL Draft Combine. Yan, simulan na natin. So, review natin ang ating draft na nangyari last Friday, no? So, yun. For our first pick of the VRBL Draft Combine Season 2, Team Notorious selected Jero Saldivar. Yes. So, eto medyo nagulat tayo, no, na first pick si Jero, but he is a very deserving pick, no? And talagang malakas ang tiwala ni new team head Misha kay Jero Saldivar. Sino ba naman di magtititiwala sa isang Jero Saldivar, no? Napaka-kondisyon ng player na yan ngayon. And he just turned pro. And last season 1 naman, no, pinakitaan talaga tayo ni Jero ng kanyang mga the moves, no? And for first round pick na siya lang yung nag-iisang guard na napili nung first round last season, pinatunayan niyang deserve niya yung first round na yon. So, hindi na tayo nagtaka at nagulat kung sino ang at siya ang piniling first round pick ni Team Misha, no? So, pasensya na sa maingay na aso. Hinaan natin. Ayan. So, yan. The first pick of the VRBL Draft Combine Season 2, Jero Saldivar. Tako tayo sa ating second pick of the season, no? Ito with Barangay Tibay. They selected Justin Samson. Sabi nga ni team head Kevin, no? Thought got to, the one that got away last season, pero nung nabunot niya yung second pick and hindi kinuha ni Misha si Justin Samson, hindi na siya nag-alinlangan pa at di na nagdalawang isip na kunin siya. And syempre coming from a championship season, no, and last season walang panalo yung team nila Kevin, talagang nag-all-in na siya at hindi na pinakawalan itong si Justin Samson. Alright. So, congratulations, team, for being the second pick this season. No? Last season, I think, fifth pick si Justin. No? So, three picks ang ahead niya this season. Grabe ang mga pasabog sa ating first two picks. Dako tayo sa ating third pick for Draft Combine Season 3. And Team Unbanned, led by Reyes Ramos, selected his center, no? Angel Dino. Sabi nga nila, hindi mo nga naman sisirain ang isang bagay na ayos pa, no? So, talagang Reyes Ramos will run it back with the Tower of Power, Angel Dino. And for this pick, hindi naman ako nagugulat, no? And katulad nung sabi natin last draft night, syempre if you are securing a big, talagang Angel Dino na ang kukunin mo this season 2, no? And with konting quality big man available, you snatch agad ang pinaka the best big man, and wala na yang iba kundi si Angel Dino. Una tayo sa ating fourth pick, with the fourth pick in the VRBL draft Combine Season 2, Team Irvin Pomeroyan selected Paco Raimundo. Well, another guard, no? And yun nga, katulad ng sinabi natin, since konti lang ang quality big at konti lang din ang premier quality guards, no? So, maganda rin tong pick ni Kumi Irvin, no, na meron siyang point general na kayang umiscore, kayang mag-take over ng games, kayang maging role player. Wala ka nang hanapin dito kay Paco Raimundo, no? Sobrang very IQ, mataas ang IQ nitong point guard na to, and during clutch time, and dito maihiyang tumira, and malamang sa malamang pasok ang mga tira nito ni Paco Raimundo. So congratulations for being the fourth pick in season 2. Dako tayo sa ating fifth pick. With the fifth pick in the draft combine season 2, Team LMC Reborn selected Hind Santos. So, dito sa ating prediction, wala si Hind, no? Nagulat tayo sa pick na to. Pero nagulat tayo na hindi, no? Number one, nagulat tayo na kinuha siya ni Boss Ray, no? I think he is a first round material. Yun nga, problema lang yung minsan ng attendance, no, dahil hindi madalas nakakapaglaro si Hind. Nagulat lang ako na since siguro kinuha si Angel, no, kaya si Hind ang kinuha niya. Pero I think kung may kukuha sana kay Hind, malamang si Doc RJ yun. Medyo maalas dahil naunahan siya sa draft sequence ni Boss Ray La Madrid. So, high IQ player, all-rounder, wala ka nang hihingin kay Hind Santos. Pag uminito, dire-diretso, and mahirap pigilan. So, congratulations for being the fifth pick for Draft Combine Season 2, Hind Santos. Dako tayo sa ating sixth pick. And with that, Team Mamba selected Mark Pastrana. So, nakita nyo naman sa graphics, no? Kahit sino naman, siya na lang naman kasi ang naiwan na legit guard na Team Mamba, no? So, with that Mamba mentality, hindi na tayo nagulat kay Doc RJ na kunin niya kagad si Mark Pastrana, no? And rookie man siya sa ating liga, pero hindi na rookie to masyadong magaling tong player na to, and he is not shy to be in big moments, no? And talagang he is a very unstoppable player, no, lalo na sa offense. And ang nakikita ko dito parang parang Mark Kagiwa tong si Pastrana, no? Simple lang, tapos mahirap pigilan, may shooting, may drive, may floater. So not a bad consolation prize for being the first pick of Doc RJ Lopez, Mac Pastrana. Dako tayo sa ating 7th pick of Season 2. We have Just Crew selected JM Labares, no? Ito wala rin sa ating prediction for first round, pero sabi nga ni JC, no, baka kasi mawala din o makuha si JM Labares, no? And JM is a very big man playing inside and out, no? Nakikita ko nga yung laruan dito ni Amares Tadomayer, no? So he is just bringing back familiarity and chemistry with the first pick, and sabi niya nga hindi niya pababayaan ang kanyang my boy at love na love niya raw yang si JM Lavares. Dako tayo sa ating 8th and last pick for the first round, and team Brody Sox selected Jet Kasim. Grabe itong si team head Sam, no? Itong gabi na to talagang napakamot ng ulo at talagang napaisip ng todo, and hirap na hirap siya mamili kasi halos lahat ng mga nasa listahan niya nakuha agad. So, swerte rin naman siya at nahulog pa sa kanya si Jet Kasim, no? And this is not a bad consolation prize because Jet Kasim will give you buckets, no? And being an all-rounder and a good defender, this is a good complementary piece for him, and yun nga, may chemistry na sila, so baka magbago naman ang kanilang standing for the VRBL Season 2 Draft Combined. And congratulations for being the 8th pick, Jet Kasim. Yun. Tingin tayo sa ating mga shoutout, no? Sabi ni Noah Bacani, shoutout Chip, pati na rin kay Marcel Shano, magbago ka na. Oo nga, magbago na yan si Shano. Panay buwakaw, ang alam gawin. So, dako na tayo sa ating team composition for Briol Beer Draft Combine Season 2. Sisimulan natin yan sa Team Notorious, headed by rookie team head Misha Corpus. His first pick was Jero Saldivar. Second pick was Jomar Garniel. Third pick was Aldrin Perez. Fourth pick, Bricks Buckley. Fifth pick, Charles Randolph. Followed by Mike Ocrisma, Cesar Lagardilla, Deo Nuesca, Jerry Domingo, Yugs Flores, and Vincent Fontanilla. Yun. So, reviewin lang natin itong Team Notorious, no? So, actually, sa team nila, 6 lang yung kilala ko, pero solid naman yung 6 na yun, no? You have a center in Misha Corpus, a forward in Jormal Garniel. We have scoring guards sa Jero Saldivar, Aldrin Perez, and Bricks Buckley. And we have an all-rounder in Charles Randolph. Yung first 5 players ni Misha, no? So, apaka-solid nito. Ang tanong na lang dito is paano magko-complement yung ibang players, lalong-lalo na sa Change 5, no? Pero nakikita natin, pwede maghiwalay dito si Misha, saka si Garniel, then si Jero, saka si Aldrin, for sila yung magpo-point guard, no? I think yung mga kinuha naman ni Team Head Misha, yung six pick pababa niya isa mga kilalang kilala niya rin to at mga hugot niya to. So hindi ako masyadong familiar sa kanila. Pero na lang kay Kuya Deo Nuesca, no? I think kung mako-complement ni Team Head Misha yung magandang combo and na every 5 minutes tatagal o uubra yung limang magkakasama sa loob, malayo ang mararating nitong Team Notorious, no? Kasi sa isang team usually ang kailangan mo lang naman isang point guard, scoring guard, saka rebounder, no? So every 5 minutes I think meron sila nun, no? And with that depth, advantage na yan. So, kailangan na lang ng mga complementary pieces na alamin ko ano yung role na ibibigay sa kanila ni Team Head Mish para manalo sila sa bawat game and malayo or sumunod sila sa yapak na ginawa ng Team BJC noong Season 1. So, there we have it. Our first team, Team Notorious. Dako tayo sa ating pangalawang team. Second team is Barangay Kevin Tibay. So, yun, no? Talagang pinanindigan na Team Head Kevin yung kanyang pagiging team head at ginawa niya ng pangalan ng team niya, yung team niya, no? So, he had the second round pick in the second overall pick in Justin Samson. He was followed by Chang Masatoshi, Isaiah ng Toby Sibal, Dale Time Perez, Jomel De Paz, R.A. Aquino, Martin Padaw, Harry Navarra, Mark Ursabia, and Jess Padaw. So, upon reviewing itong kanilang lineup, I think they have a shot because every 5 minutes meron silang runner, scorer. So, we have Isaiah ng our Season 1 scoring champ and we have a young gun in Martin Padaw, no? They also have a great shooter in R.A. Aquino. They have a know your role big man in Dale Time Perez and Jomel De Paz. So, overall, maganda ang pagkakadraft ni Team Head Kevin with the assistance of Justin Samson. No? Ang magiging problema lang nila dito, masyado silang maliit. But I think it will not be a problem kasi andyan naman si Tin to be a 4 and si Chang pwede rin naman yung bumaba, no? So, and nung Season 1, yung first runner-up team, yung Piduts, wala rin naman masyadong malaki yun and they just run and gun and basing dito sa lineup ng Barangay Tibay. They have three players in Masatoshi, Isaiah Nang, and Martin Padaw who could run and gun. Ang tanong na lang dito kung mamimaintain nila yan every 5 minutes, no? And ang key dito is how you will feed or who will feed Isaiah Nang in every 5 minutes kasi alam naman natin si Isaiah is a volume shooter, no? So, dapat yung makasabay dito ni Isaiah is alam na alam yung paano yung laruan niya. And, well, yun, no? I think malayo din na maabot itong Barangay Tibay. And they have the chemistry naman, no, with the Dale Time and Power of Friendship na apat na nandito. Then they have the defending champion in Justin Samson who will lead the way this season. So, yun. I think they will play a lot of run and gun and drive and kick. They will maximize their strengths in shooting and fast break. So, our second team for VRBL Draft Combine Season 2, Barangay Tibay. Dako tayo sa ating third team. Third team, Team and Band. They are led by team head Reyes Ramos, first pick Angel Dino, followed by Mac Buenviaje, Gab Del Mundo, Chanti Bibar, Ray Noro, Justan Sambalillo, Ives Santos, Noah Bacani, Chris Guilieno, Mike Dahilog, and Jeff Unson. So yun, first glance, this team is a big team, no? And they have so many forwards and meron silang sentro na dalawa, no, in Angel Dino and Mike Dahilog. And the problem with this lineup is they don't have a legitimate point guard. Syempre, ang basketball, yung buhay mo, nasa point guard, no? Kasi siya yung magdidikta ng opensa, siya yung magmamando sa loob, siya yung tumatay yung parang leader mo, no? And judging from this lineup, kaya naman mag-point guard ni Mac Buenviaje. Etong si Gab Del Mundo, hindi ko kilala, pero I think he is a scoring guard, no? They also have Chris Guilieno here, pero hindi sila mga legit point guard, no? So iba kasi pag yung point guard mo ay sanay ng mamasa, sanay tumingin ng mga kampes. Pero this team palaban to, no? Hindi ka basta-basta makaka-drive dito lang na paglaro mo set play, ang lalaki ng mga player na to. And malalaki na, masisipag pa. Nandiyan na si Chanti, si Doc Ives, yan si Noah. So, andito pa si Noro, no? So, defense will be the key here in winning, and three-pointer. Kasi nandito si Angel, nandito si Reyes Ramos, si Gab Del Mundo, saka si Justan Sambalillo, no? So, this will be their strengths. And yun nga, yung weakness is yung transition defense, no? And fast break. So, if they can overcome that and they will find a way to share the ball more and have a player na yung gagawin yung point guard duties, baka itong second season malagpasan ni Reyes Ramos yung nagawa niya ng first season, no, quarterfinals na nadali sila, no. So baka umabot naman sila ng semis, pero depende pa rin niya yan sa kanilang performance, lalong-lalo na sa point guard. So there we have it, the third team, Team and Band. Pasok tayo sa ating fourth team. We have Team Basic. They are led by team head Ervin Pameroyan with the first pick Paco Raimundo, followed by Jude Ranyon, Nico Oximo, Ryan Pendon, Carlo Montoya, Anthony Fermentira, Chris Hernandez, Jason Pineda, Diamond Macarameeg, Edward Garcia, and Mark Torres. So, itong Team Basic, no, I think medyo malalim din to. They have a legit strong five, no, in the Paco Raimundo, Ranyon, Pendon, Pameroyan, and Oximino, no. Ang nakikita ko lang din problema na dito, aside from Ranyon, hindi ko kilala ibang player, pero si Ranyon lang yung parang legit big man, no. So basing from ginawa ni team head Irvin last season. I think this will be a rugged team, no? And they will focus on defense and everything will follow. And having a great point guard in Paco Raimundo, no? Talagang bubuhatin ka na nito. And he will, I think he will this he will carry this team in the finals, no? Grabe na rin kasi pinagsamahan niya ni Paco, ni Jude sa ni Irvin sa ibang liga, no? So chemistry is not an issue. And I think ang magiging issue lang sa team na to is yung if the opposing team o yung kalaban nila will maximize the every 5 minutes opportunity, no? Kasi I think this team is not that deep and they will have match up problems lalo na sa bigs, no? So if those second stringers can hold their own, kayang-kaya ng habulin ng first stringers nila yung lamang or kaya pa nilang dagdagan ang lamang nila during the time na nasa loob yung kanilang strong five. So there we have it, our fourth team, Team Basic. Ako tayo sa ating fifth team, LMC Reborn, headed by rookie team head Ray Lamadrid. First pick, Hines Santos, followed by Maui Manangkil, Ray Habla, Edito Arizala, James Garcia, Marcel Siano, Angelo Regacho, Dolph Regala, Lloyd Veracion, Michael Villa, Dex Samson. LMC Reborn. So, basing dito sa kanilang players, I think this team is parang parehas ng laruan ng Team Basic, no? They will focus on defense. You have defense-oriented players in Maui Manangkil, Edito Arizala, kayang miscore niyan, James Garcia, mahusay yan. But I think ang magiging problema nila dito is yung height, no? Aside from Ray Habla, they don't have a legit scorer, a legit big man, no? Andito naman si Kumi Lloyd, pero minsan inaatake kasi ng gout, no? So, pero if gout free yan si Kumi Lloyd, kaya din makipagsabayan yan sa mga malalaki. Kung titingnan mo yung lineup nila, mukhang hindi mabilis, pero mabilis to because they have Maui Manangkil. Itong Arizala tumatakbo, itong Garcia tumatakbo, itong Marcel Siano, napakabuhakaw ng hayop na yan. And scoring-wise, andyan si Hind. I think magiging problema nito is chemistry, no? So, some of these players hindi pa nagiging magkakampi, no? Pero I think pag nagkaamuyan to and they will just follow the lead of Team Ray Madrid, medyo malayo din to, lalo na pag malayo din mararating, no? Lalo na pag lagi silang lalaruan ni Hines Santos, no? And being first round pick is no joke, no? Siyempre, iba yung tiwala na binibigay sa'yo ng team head. Kaya kung mapapanindigan ni Hind na o masusuklian ni Hind yung tiwalang binigay sa kanya ni Boss Ray, and I think kaya nitong umabot up to semis, no? Depende lang sa kanilang matchup within their bracket. So here we have the fifth team, LMC Reborn. Dako tayo sa ating sixth pick. We have Team Mamba. So, Team Mamba, team head, rookie team head, RJ Lopez, first pick, Mac Pastrana, followed by Dave Del Mundo, Big Boy, Carlo Terquesa, Bien Raman, Adolf Cruz, Felix Benbiae, Dean Tila, Nico Adremus, Aldrin Samson, Gerald Dimapano, Maki Esguer. So, Team Mamba, first na nakita ko rito, aside from Kuya Carlo, no big man. So, ito lang ang magiging problema nito, no? Kasi Kuya Carlo Torquesa, yun nga minsan may problema sa attendance, no? So, kapag wala siya, lalong liliit sila dito. Pero talent-wise, 9-man deep itong team na to, no? And I think this team will run. You have Del Mundo, Pastrana, Raman, Felix. There are great scorers, no? And kapag uminit yung mga yan, ay mahirap din pigilan. They have a Dean Tila pala, no, who knows the role. Pero yun nga, they will need Carlo Torquesa, no? Siyempre, iba yung meron kang post presence and yun yung nakaka-attract ng depensa and the other guards will be open. Pero I think they will capitalize on the run and gun lineup that they have, no? Masyadong I think kung magko-complement itong mga players na to, and they could share the ball more. Kasi alam naman natin kapag scorer ka, no, you need the ball on your hands every time. No? So, very talented yung mga lineups or guards ni Doc RJ, pero they need the ball. So, kung mag-a-adjust yung ibang mga guards ni Doc RJ and they will how do you call this? They will be selfless, no? And kung gusto nilang manalo yung team nila, I think they need to adjust. Not adjust, no? I think kailangan walang pilit, no? Kasi minsan may mga players tayo na magagaling na alam mo yun, kahit malas na tinatry nila. Pero yun nga, if these players will complement each other, napakahirap pigilan na to. Biruin mo, you have a three guard setup in Del Mundo, Pastrana, and Raman, no? Kung pare-parehas nagkiklik yan, mahirap pigilan yan. Hindi mo alam, may sa defensive player kung sinong babantayan mo sa kanilang tatlo, no? So, this is the good thing about this lineup also. During clutch time, maraming pwedeng tumira. And that is a good thing and that's a bad thing. Pero, in every 5 minutes, you have a go-to guy also. So, points will not be an issue with this Mamba team, no? But, I think defense will be a number one weakness and rebounding. So I think they need to gang rebound and malayo rin na mararating nito basta the scoring guards will complement each other and they will just follow kung ano yung sinasabi ni Doc RJ Lopez, no? So, yun. Ang ating review sa ating 6th team of Season 2, Team Mamba. Dako tayo sa ating next team. Teka lang Next team natin is Just Crew, headed by team head JC Hoxon. So we have first pick JM Labares. We have followed by Lester Lasso, Giovanni Pabor, Jet Manundo, Carl Lagondino, Johum Gabriel, Lionel Zapata, Harvey Francisco, Mark Datun, Aldrin Mendoza, Ralph Ongonyo, and Ben Mago. So looking at the lineup, malalaki itong Just Crew, no? So I think maganda yung pagkaka-pick ni JC this season. Wala siya magiging problema sa rebounding. The only question here is who will run the point. Also, no, parehas ni team head Reese Ramos. But I think they have a go-to guy in Pabor. And JC Hoxon is also a go-to guy. Issue, sobrang laki ng lineup mo, magagawan sa rebound, number one. And maganda naman sa big man itong ni JC, no? They could also have a perimeter game. Hindi sila yung lumang big man. And Lester Lasso also can play guard. Yun nga, no, I think point guard will be an issue here. And who will take charge in every 5 minutes kasi alam naman natin minsan kung sino yung magmamando sa loob, no? And some of these players are, alam mo yun, hindi pa masyadong nagiging magkakampi kaysa rito kay Hoxon, Lavares, and Pabor who are bringing it back, no? I think chemistry will be an issue, but kung maaayos nila yung chemistry, maraming papahirapan tong team na to, lalo na kapag naka-set play. Sa ganyang laki ba naman ng mga kampi mo, medyo syempre yung kalaban mo, medyo mahihiya o mahihirapan pumasok. Mahihirapan pumasok sa loob, no? So, wala ka nang issue rito. Scoring, kaya umiscore. Pagdating ng crunch time, hindi naman nahihiya to si Pabor sa si Hoxon, and Lavares could also score, no? Yun lang, they must translate their good defense into better offense para at least ma-maximize nila yung ever opportunity na ibibigay sa kanila ng kanilang mga kalaban. So, for this 7-team Just Crew, dako tayo sa ating 8-team o last team for Season 2. We have Brody Sox. They are led by team head Sam Jesus. First pick, Jet Kasim. Followed by George Faraon, David Banal, AJ Karandang, Mon Palumbarit, Benson Garcia, Julian Sevilla, Christian Basena, Carl Safra, Brent Evangelista, Jerome Valencia, and Gilbert Ong. Brody Sox, partida to. Medyo sumakit pa yung ulo ni team head Sam De Jesus, no? Shout out sa iyo, Boss Sam. First look, wala kang magiging problema sa i-score. They have scorers. First pick, the third pick, the fourth pick, they could all score. Problema mo lang dito, wala rin big man. Dave Banal is not a legit big man. And Benson Garcia, malaki si Benson, but walang katulong. So, just like the other teams, I think they will maximize their strengths. Their strengths here is shooting. And I think ball movement also, no? Pero tinitingnan ko rin dito parang si George yung magdadala ng depensa for this team, and saka si Sam uh, I think they just need uh, kung sino yung magiging combo nila, no? Sino yung isasabay kay Jet, sino yung isasabay kay AJ Karandang. Kasi those two players can be your go-to guy every 5 minutes na rotation, no? So wala kang magiging problema sa scoring. So magiging problema mo lang doon kung yung kasabay niya magko-complement ba doon sa binigay natin na go-to guy. So I think itong Brodies, they need more chemistry, and I think kailangan maging vocal dito ni Team Head Sam, no? Kailangan siya yung magdikta ng kanyang team, and if makikinig sa kanya and one voice lang sila, I think medyo malayo din yung mararating nila dito, no? So there we have it, our eighth and final team, Team Brody Sox. So yun, no, natapos na tayo sa ating review ng first round picks natin. Natapos na rin tayo sa review ng ating teams. Ngayon, pumpuna tayo sa ating prediction for the season. Yun. So, yun. Wala lang si Kumi Carl ngayon, no? Dahil Wednesday nga dapat ang ating podcast. So, yun. So, for our scoring champ, ang prediction natin is we have Isaiah Nang, and for Kumi Carl, Jet Kasim. So, this is a no-brainer, no? So, ito yung first two players, ito yung number 1 and number 2 doong season 1 natin, no? And they will have another shot in leading the league again in score, no? And itong si Isaiah, maganda kasi yung team na puntahan niya. So, I think mas matataasan niya pa yung kanyang points nung last season, no? And having a point guard in Justin Samson to lead your offense, matagal na rin namang magkakilala ng laruan yan si Tin sa si Isaiah. Nag-champion na rin yan, dalawa na yan. So, Tin knows the spots of Isaiah Nang, no? So, there's a no-brainer. Ito naman kay Jet Kasim, another no-brainer, no? Being picked or selected by Team Head Sam. They are running it back, and Team Head Sam is giving the keys to Jet, no, to score more and produce more. And being a first round pick is marami ka pang pwedeng patunayan, no, na gusto mong sabihin na karapat dapat ka maging first round. And I think both of these players will be in their senses this season 2, no? Nung season 1 kasi namamasa sila, and bumating pa nga sa point na naka-10 assist si Isaiah, hindi bagay. So baka this season bumalik na yan sa kanilang personal averages na 2 assists per season. Pero yun, joke lang. Pero yun nga, no. I think both of these players will average 32 to 38 points ngayong season 2. So there we have it, our scoring champ prediction, Isaiah Nang and Jet Kasim. Dako tayo sa ating rebounding champ o chairman of the board. Yun, para sa aking pick, pinipili ko sa Angel Dino. Samantalang para naman kay Kumi Carl, si John Mar Garniel, no? Yan. So, well, sa akin si Angel kasi knowing, having familiarity with the team na napuntahan niya ulit, no? Halos kakampi niya na lahat yan. talagang alam niya na yung kailangan niyang gawin. Lalo na ngayon na hindi ako nagpasama, so he will have a double time and during clutch minutes, talagang wala na siyang kaagaw sa ilalim na he is all alone there. And having konti yung ating mga quality bigs, dapat i-maximize niya na yung kanyang height and strength advantage para at least, alam mo yun, talagang ipakita niya na dapat siya yung nag-MVP season 1, no? Kasi konti lang yung discrepancy nilang dalawa ni season 1 MVP Topher Roque. So, shout out Topher, no? Sana sa season 3 bumalik ka na at madaya ka, di ka man lang nagpabawi sa MVP mo. So, ito naman si Garniel, no? Sabi nila ito ay isang napakasipag na bata and he knows his role. Talagang he is there for the dirty works, no. Hindi ko pa siya lang nakikita maglaro, pero from what I heard, napakasipag nito. So if he can maintain that sipag, I think and kung mataas ang talon nito, maraming papahirapan to, marami talagang makukuha tong rebound, no. So, both of them, I think, they will average 14 up. So, isa sa kanila, dalawa sila mag-average ng 14, baka masigit pa yung isa. So, yun, our chairman of the board prediction for Season 2, Angel Dino and John Mar Garniel. Dako tayo sa ating point guard or ang ating court general for the season. For my pick, I have Paco Raimundo, and for Kumi Carl's pick, he had Justin Samson. So, bakit si Paco, no? So, having a shooter in Irvin Pomeroyan and having a big guy in Jodran yun. Etong si Paco kasi nakikita ko, he will score. Pero pag dumating yung point na binantayan siya, he has an option na talagang shooter naman in Irvin. And he could alley-oop the ball to Jodran yun. No? So, inaasahan ko na si Paco, he will be passive-aggressive in this season. No? So, kapag nararamdaman niya, mag-i-aggressive yan. Kapag tawag dito, nababantayan siya, he will be passive. And I think he knows his role naman. No? First 3 quarters, I think, ano siya, tawag dito, magiging, depende sa kasama niya, pero yun nga, no, kumbaga parang kikilatisin pa yung mga kampi. Pero he is a willing passer, no? Kung nakikita niya na may kakampi siya na talagang mainit at ibibigay niya yan. Dito naman sa kabila kay Tin, having a scoring machine in Isaiah ng Martin Padaw at Chang Masatoshi. So, pagka-rebound nito, I think puro outlet pass ang gagawin nito ni Justin, no? And that will be the chunk of his assist. Kung run and gun sila, laging tumatakbo si Isaiah and Martin, kaliwat kanan ang papasahan nito. So, for both these players, I think they will have 6 assists minimum. 14, I think 8 assists. Depende kung lagi maglalaro si Isaiah, no? Kasi syempre, isa si Isaiah sa mga tingin kong papasahan nito ni Justin Samson. So, we have it. Our court general prediction, Paco Raimundo and Justin Samson. Dako tayo sa ating steals leader. Steals leader. So, for me, naniniwala pa rin dito yung pick ko last season, George Faraon, and for Kumi Carl, Maui Manangkil. So, last season kasi medyo si George, he needed to score, no? His team needed offense, kaya hindi siya masyadong nag-focus sa defense kasi mauubos siya. Pero this time, having Jet Kasim and AJ and another scorer, no, in his team, I think he will focus more on defending and stealing, no. Alam naman natin na napakagaling sa pickpocket ito ni George, no, and kapag challenge mo yan, talaga naman, talagang aagawan ka at iinisin ka niya ni Jojin. Dako tayo kay Maui, no, and we know naman Maui Manangkil is a defensive oriented guard. Napaka-pesky nitong defender na to, and minsan nag-full court press pa to, no. So parang nakikita ko nga ang gagawin ni Maui dito, parang ginawa ni Nol. Sevilla sa ni Picardal. Pero yun nga, wala lang siyang body for full court defense. Pero yun, I think both of these players will average 3 to 5 steals per ball game, no. So pinakamahina rito yung 3. And depende sa matchup, pero yun nga, I think both of these players will focus on defense, having offense-oriented teammates this season. So here we have it, our Man of Steel prediction, Jojin Faraon and Maui Manangkil. Dako tayo sa ating blocks or Tapal King for the season. We have my pick, Jude Ranyon, and Kumi Carl's pick, Ray Noro. So, Jude Ranyon, wala na tayong kailangang sabihin dito, napakasipag, no? And he knows his role. He will rebound the basketball and having a familiarity with his teammates, and he knows what he will do. I think marami ring papahirapan to, lalo na hindi naman ganun kalalaki yung mga players natin this season, in having a height advantage and a jumping advantage, no. He will swat that many balls. Ito namang si Ray Noro, alam naman natin napaka-pesky defense nito, magaling na magaling to sa help defense, no. So akala mo libre ka na, makikita mo siya sa likod mo. And having that intensity and having that cardio, maraming hahabulin at hahabulin to sa depensa, no? So, and maganda lang kasi sa napuntahan niyang team ngayon, hindi siya masyadong hirap kasi madaming malalaki at maraming pwedeng bumangga siyang teammates. So, he will have a more role in roaming or helping defense, which is his forte, no? So, for the averages, I think both of them will average 1.5 to 2.5 blocks per game this season. So there we have it, our Tapal Kings prediction, Jude Ranyon and Ray Noro. Dako na tayo sa ating last prediction, ang ating 3-pointer or sniper of the season. We have Reyes Ramos and Hines Santos. So, no-brainer to si Reyes Ramos, no? Siya naman talaga yung naging leader ng season 1 natin. But this time, having no legit point guard and too many bigs. Tingnan natin kung anong adjustment ang gagawin niya, pero knowing Reyes Ramos, he will just titira yan every opportunity na bigay mo sa kanya, and alam naman natin napaka-strict shooter nito, no. For Heinz Santos naman, maganda naman talaga ang pulso nito ni Hind, no. So I think it depends sa makakasabay niya o ipapasabay sa kanya ni Boss Ray. And if yung ipapasabay sa kanya is a guard, I think he will shoot more, no? Kasi kilala naman natin to si Hind, kapag siya yung lead guard, medyo ano siya, he is involving his teammates first, no? Talagang pass first mentality and point guard mentality itong si Heinz Santos. Pero kapag sinabi mong siya yung mag-take charge, talaga naman nag-take charge to. So, if he gets his groove going, and makasabay siya na isabay siya siguro ni kay Maui, talagang magpapaulan din tong si Heinz Santos for season 2. So there we have it, our snipers for the season prediction: Reyes Ramos and Heinz Santos. Dako na tayo sa ating prediction. Prediction ng team standings. Yan. So, for bracket A, we have Notorious, LMC, Reborn, we have Unban, and Just Crew. So, bakit Notorious, no? Notorious kasi they have the chemistry, they have a legit 1-2 punch or guard big man every 5 minutes. And having said that, syempre, kapag may chemistry na sa loob, mahirap nang awatin yan, no? And syempre, sa ating season na puro mag-aamo yan, we have so many rookies this season, no? So, talagang pabilisan mag-click, no? And yun nga, having a point guard every 5 minutes na magmamando is a plus, and having a big man. LMC Reborn, number 2, because of their never die spirit ni team head Leo de Madrid, no. Alam naman natin, he focuses on defense, and if the players will just buy to his system, talagang malayo mararating nito with a double-double machine in Ray Habla, and a defensive-oriented guard in Maui Manangkil, and super scorer, super point guard, super all-rounder in the Heinz Santos. Nothing more can you ask for. Kahit hindi sila magkakilala, those three players know how to adjust. Those three players know the role, and those three players can be your go-to guy given any opportunity, you know. So yon, LMC Reborn, Unbanned. So bakit ganun kababa yung binigay ko sa Unbanned, no? Kahit former team ko to and kaibigan ko si Reyes. Yun nga, if he can convert Gab Del Mundo and Justan Sambalillo into a true point guard, hindi to pang number 3. Yun yung question mark, kasi ang bumubuhay talaga sa isang team is having a lead guard that will dictate your offense and will be the focal point of your team, no. Syempre, yung point guard, siya yung nagdidikta kung sino yung papasahan, kung ano yung gagawin na play, kung ano yung imamando. So, if wala kang ganun, and your lead guard is just scoring and not hindi, alam mo yun, hindi inaano yung mga teammates mo, hindi pinapasahan, or hindi makaikot yung bola. So, Siyempre, mawawala ng gana yung ibang mga kampe, no? Pera na lang kapag talagang defensive-oriented yung player. Pero siyempre, ah, having naging player naman tayo lahat, medyo minsan nakaka-frustrate din yung hindi ka makahawak ng bola kahit saglit, no? So, yun. Kaya number 3 sila sa akin. Itong Just Crew, ganun din. I think they just need to address the point guard issue. Pero chemistry, meron naman na sila niyan. Lalo na si Pabor Labares and Hoxon. Yun. Parehas silang malaki ng unband eh. So, if they could control the pace na hindi run and gun, I think hindi number 4 ang kanilang magiging power ranking sa akin. No? So, itong power rankings kasi binis ko syempre sa draft night natin and the chemistry of the players, no? So, nothing personal against this one. Pero kung maaayos nila ang kanilang mga issues, I think gugulo pa tong power rankings natin for bracket A. Para tayo sa bracket B, we have Team Mamba number 1, we have Barangay Tibay number 2, Basic number 3, Brody Sox number 4. So, bakit Mamba? Mamba, they have the offensive weapon this season. Karamihan sa na-pick ni Doc RJ are legit scorers and bucket getters, no? So, if they could just hang on the defense, wala silang problema sa offense, no? Kasi kapag nakatakbo na to, mahirap na to pigilan. And having a team head like Doc RJ that yung pinapalabas yung player na kung ano ka, no? Ganun kagaling mag-motivate o si Doc RJ. So kung if they will just buy to the system na they will defend first and score later, malayong malayo ang mararating nitong team na to. And having Doc RJ, no, being the one of two players na nag-champion from last season and sumali this season 2, I think he will bring that experience to the table and lead Team Mamba to the promised land. Next up natin, Barangay Tibay, no? So, Barangay Tibay, they have a one of two na defending champion in Justin Samson. Yun yung naging kulang nung team Dale Time with the power of friendship last season, a legit point guard, no? So, ngayon na meron sila na Tin, si Chang, and Martin pa daw, I think, at saka itong mga Dale Time boys, marunong naman sila mag-adjust, no? And some of the drafted players of a Team Kevin is marunong din mag-adjust and know your role players. Talagang number 2 sila. Actually, 1 and 2 interchangeable. So, chemistry-wise, wala ka na magiging issue dahil mataas na ang chemistry ng mga yan. So, yun. Ang issue na lang is yun nga, yung bigs. So, tingin tayo dito sa ating shoutout. Shoutout sa iyo, Topher Roque, no? So, sana balik ka na, hindi kami galit. Balik ka na sa season 3. Madaya ka, hindi ka man lang nagpabawi this season para man lang sana may mag-challenge ng iyong MVP. Sa bagay, maganda yan para at least mas motivated ka sa season 3 ng ating VRBL Draft Combined. Tako tayo sa ating third sa bracket B, we have Team Basic, no? So, bakit third? Issue is bench. So, having Paco Raimundo and Jude Ranyon is not enough for me kasi every 5 minutes lang naman magkasama sila. So, if the role players or other players, complementary players na dinraft ni Irvin is mag-gel with Paco and Jude, tingin ko hindi lang number 3 to, pero kasi syempre hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung mangyayari, no. So ginulat din naman tayo nitong Good Boys, no, kasi ay itong Basic, no, kasi nung last season nung Good Boys sila, number 3 din yung pinoject natin sa kanila, pero umabot sila ng semis. So ganun kagaling mag-strategize itong si team head Irvin, ano, and he knows how to maximize his players, and if he can do that, maybe umabot sila ng finals, no, kasi he had the pieces now. Kahit nawala si Topher, okay, napalitan naman ni Jude Ranyon, tapos nagkaroon siya ng Paco Raimundo. Brody Sack, so bakit nasa number 4 to, no? So I think aside from George and Jed, chemistry will be an issue in Brody Sachs, and I think kailangan mag-team na talaga dito ni team head Sam, no. Last season magkakilala naman talaga yung mga players na dinraft niya, but syempre sometimes kapag nagka-clash kayo at hindi kayo parehas ng mga pananaw, syempre doon magkakaroon ng issues. And I think kung mai-instill ni team head Sam yung gusto niya mangyari this season, and makapag-adjust yung team, and makuha niya yung right combination every 5 minutes, hindi lang number 4 itong Brody Sachs. So for this prediction, no, I think interchangeable naman sila lahat, pero I think from what I saw in the team composition, ito yung nakita ko na magiging power rankings nila if the players will not adjust to one another. Yun. Grabe, ang hirap mag-isip ng sasabihin. So, dako na tayo sa ating opening week. Yun, we have a first game of Season 2 Draft Combine. We have Team LMC Reborn versus Brody Sachs. So, mapapalaban ka agad ang ating mga scorers, no? LMC Reborn and Brody Sachs. I think this will be a run and gun ball game, no? Or a shooting. No. This will be a shootout ball game, no? Pero I think this will be a tawag dito, labanan ng Buff Garage, no? Buff Garage team in Maui Manangkil and Ray Habla. Then sa kabila naman we have Kasim and George, no? So yung duo na yun may gustong patunayan sa isa't isa. Syempre, iba yung kantsawan na magtropa, no? So kapag kayo yung nanalo, ang sarap makantsaw. So it will be an added motivation for those players. With the current lineup, I think ang mananalo dito is yung LMC, no? So if Hind will play, he will be a tough matchup against Brody Sachs, kasi si Hind is a triple threat, no? And with a big body like his, kaya niyang sumasagasa, kaya niyang i-involve yung teammates niya. And having Maui Manangkil at his side, hindi siya mahirapan sa defense lalo na sa pagbantay kay Jet Kasim, no? So, we know Maui na isa pesky player, and kung maaasaran niya si Jet dito sa larong to, baka malaki ang chance nilang manalo. Samantalang dito naman sa Brody Sox, I think how will team heads have a good combination in the floor, no? So syempre alam naman natin na combination is a key. Then how he will match up with five of the other group, no? Kasi pwedeng gawing strategy rito is wag isabay si Jet sa loob na nandoon si Maui, so he could score kasi syempre iba yung Jet Kasim, no, na makuha niya kaagad yung rhythm niya sa larong ito. And kung hindi mo siya sabay kay Maui to at makuha niya yung rhythm niya at kahit bantayan siya ni Maui, medyo syempre andun na yung momentum mo. So hindi ka na mahihirapan o dire-diretso ang iyong pag-score. So with that, I think this will be a close ball game. I think LMC will win ng 5 points dito, no. So yeah, I had a LMC in this matchup, and sorry muna sa Brody Sox. Malay mo next game, and ma-project na natin na kayo ang mananalo. So, yun. Dako tayo sa ating second game of the opening week. It's magandang matchup to, no? Team Unbanned versus Basic Basketball. Mukhang ito ang aabangan natin this week, no, this Saturday, kasi alam naman natin na gustong bumawi ni team head Reyes Ramos kay team head Irvin Pamiroyan. So magandang bakbakan agad to kasi alam mo yun, the team Reyes was a title favorite last season, pero team Good Boys had other plans. So yun, I think for this matchup, Paco Rimundo will be the difference maker, no. So alam naman natin na wala ang point guard itong Unbanned. So if Paco Rimundo can capitalize on those mismatches and could score early, malayo ang mangyayari dito sa ball game na to. And having said that, I think mananalo dito is yung Basic Basketball, no, with Paco Rimundo leading the way. Nothing against the former team, pero yun nga, kailangan nilang madepensahan itong si Paco, and kailangan nilang maagapan kung ano ang gagawin nila sa kanilang point guard na as of now wala. So this will be also a shootout, no. Depende siguro to sa kondisyon ni Gab Del Mundo sa ni Justin Sambalillo, no. We know na they are legit scorers, pero hindi natin kasi alam kung anong kondisyon nila ngayon, no. So if they are in great shape and condition sila, this will be a good game for Unbanned. Pero yun nga, no, since hindi pa masyadong wala pang chemistry yung ibang players ng Unbanned, I think they will lose this game in I think mga 10 points siguro ang lamang ng Basic Basketball dito. 10 points or more. This will be a close game up to second quarter, pero second half medyo alagwa tong basic basketball kapag nakuha na ni Team Head Irvin ang combination na karapat dapat sa loob ng court. Yon. So, dako tayo sa ating last game, sa ating opening week. We have Team Notorious versus Barangay Tibay. So, mapapalaban agad ang ating teams na may chemistry, no? So, Team Notorious, alam naman natin na halos sa lahat ng players nito ay player ni Misha, and having the first pick in Jero Saldivar, no? So, kondisyon na kondisyon, katulad na sinabi natin dati. Pero yun, I think, yung Barangay Tibay having revenge and in mind, and lalo na si Team Head Kevin ayaw pumayag na wala silang panalo last season. I think ato ay is a good matchup. Ang problema ko lang dito is ang hirap mag-project, no, pero this will be a close ball game, down the wire, 3 points in favor of Barangay Tibay, no. So having a legit point guard in Justin Samson, no, and having a quality shooter in Isaiah Nang. That's your 1-2 punch. And yun, alam naman natin yan si Tin na buong puso yan, no, and he knows his role, no, kahit alam naman nating malalaki itong Notorious, kaya makipagsabayan sa physical nitong si Justin Samson. And having Isaiah Nang during the clutch, kailangan lang alamin ni Isaiah paano siya mag-decoy, kasi meron na siyang reliever ngayon in Martin Padaw, no. So Justin have many options to pass this season. So we have Barangay Tibay winning with 2 to 3 points. Yung so yan. So tapos na tayo sa ating VRBL Draft Combine Season 2 Podcast 1. Grabe, 1 hour mahigit din ang inabot natin, no? So sabihin niyo sa akin kung ano mga inyong thoughts about the podcast, and alam niyo naman dito, open tayo if you have suggestions, if you have kung ano mga gusto niyo sabihin, kung may mga pa-shoutout kayo, lagay niyo lang dyan sa comment section at shoutout natin yan. Lahat. So, puro tayo sa ating shoutout. Sabi ni Comi Irvin na may point center sila in Mac Jordan Buenbiaye. O nga, nakalimutan natin yan ang ating point center sa kabilang liga, no, ang GOAT ng IABL na si Mac Buenbiaye. Pero kasi alam naman natin si Mac, kapag nag-point guard dyan, medyo nawawala yung kanyang scoring chores. Kailangan din siyang umiscore sa team ng unbanned, no. So tingnan natin, depende naman yan kay team head Reyes Ramos, no. And I think nakikipag-mind games itong si team head Irvin dahil sila magkalaban sa Sabado. So, yon, maraming salamat. Babalik ulit tayo sa Wednesday, no, for the review of our first week matchup and the preview of our second week in our VRBL Draft Combine Season 2. Palakpakan! Yan. So, sa lahat ng mga nanood, at sa lahat ng mga sumubaybay, sa lahat ng mga nag-comment, so maraming salamat sa pakikinig, and this ends our VRBL Draft Combine Season 2 podcast, no? So, pasalamatan muna natin mga bago tayo lumabas. Pasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga sponsors for our VRBL Draft Combine Season 2. Sino-sino nga ba yung mga sponsors na yan? So first we have Deli Carne. We have Badass Coffee Plus Shop. We have Big Z Burger. We have VIP Manila Sportswear and Clothing. We have Bob Garage. We have Tapa ni Johum. We have Centro Mall. We have JSL Security. And we have FNISR Trucking. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsuporta. So yun, on behalf of VRBL Commissioner Carl Benbiae, this is Coach H-Bomb signing off, out.